কে?
পল্লব আছে
পল্লব,
না?
পল্লব। পল্লবকে আমি কল করে দিচ্ছি।
হুম।
ফোন ধরছে না সে।
ঠিক আছে, লেটস স্টার্ট।
হুম।
আচ্ছা, আগের দিন কি হয়েছিল আর আজকে কি আছে?
আগের দিন তো স্যার ওই রেস্টের ওটা বলেছিলেন। সো লাইক and you told me that like complete the trailhead. Which
So,
one you can give?
Answer the Wisdom file. You told about the Wisdom file.
Yeah.
সোপ এপিআইটা বুঝিয়েছিলেন, আর হচ্ছে ওই হ্যাঁ উইজডেল ফাইলটা কিভাবে use
উইজডেল
করতে
ফাইলটা
হবে।
কিভাবে করব?
Visual file আমি একটা বোধহয় দিয়েওছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ
Have you
হ্যাঁ,
tried?
একটা লিংক আছে।
Have you tried to generate class from there?
No sir, I am not tried. This week I am not chance
Okay.
to get tried.
So, okay, let's. Most of the things are done. Then, only thing is remaining is streaming API.
Yes,
So,
that one I was also going to tell that streaming API is not I'm getting that one, so it will be better to get understanding on streaming API. What is
streaming API I haven't covered till now. So,
yes.
streaming API anyway I will cover today. So it would be a short class anyway. Okay, let me go through that. Just give me 1 minute to share my screen. So, so I have given you both the links. Ideally, so first thing is what is streaming API or streaming event, and then we will go through how this works. Okay, just give me. Let me share my screen quickly. So, what is streaming API? Streaming API, like this API platform basic, there you can get the details. What is streaming API? So, first thing is that streaming API is a kind of like there should be one event bus, and notification will be sent to that bus. Like it would be published. So, how it works, like say there is any data change for any object, and we just want to notify all the system which are actually connected to Salesforce. Now, what we will do, we will create one event bus. That event In that event bus, the data will be published. Now, whoever has registered themselves in that channel, in that channel bus, then they will get that notification. They will get the notification and they can utilize it uh, in their own way. So we don't need to actually directly connect to any system and send the details. We will create the channel bus. People will actually, not people, the system will actually get registered there. And this is quite generic. Like I am not going to send any specific data to anybody through this thing. So streaming API is depending upon events for any event, and mostly that is any data modification. I am inserting any record, I am modifying any record, or even I am deleting any record. For all these events, we can just publish that notification. Okay, so you can think about a push notification in your mobile. So say you have subscribed in a channel in YouTube. Okay, so whenever there is any um, new video is coming in that channel, you get the notification, right? So there are thousands of people who have subscribed, and everybody will get that notification. Now probably that channel is giving you like they are providing video in say investment. Now, in the investment, there are different categories, right? So there is PPF, there is like where you can get some tax deduction in 80C. There can be some other things as well in investment, like there are investment in different exchange, monetary exchange. Like you can invest your money in dollar or euro or these things. You can invest your money in gold, silver, or this different kinds of metal. You can invest your money in stock exchange. So whenever that notification comes with that heading or something, you will identify whether, like, say that is related to stock market, and you are not interested in stock market, you do not have that kind of like gel to work with stock exchange or stock market, then what you will do, you'll ignore it. If there is something which is related to, say there is something say LIC or this kind of things, and if you are interested on in that, then you will go to that video and you will look into it. So you will actually consume that data depending upon the topic, like what the thing is actually. Okay, so that is the thing what we actually do in streaming API. That is a way to handle it. Okay, so Salesforce, if there is any Salesforce data change, then some custom notification will be published in the channel. Okay. And once that notification is published, then whoever wants to get that data, they can do their um, they can just fetch that data, they can hand work on that data on anything. Like what kind of events? Like first thing is API, streaming API provided two types of events. One is push topic, one is generic streaming event. Now what is this push topic event? This is actually like these events are actually tied with or bound with data. Okay, Salesforce data. So when there is any record creation, update, delete, undelete, for all these events, push topic or events are actually published. Okay. And the generic, there is another part that is generic streaming events enable you to publish event message with an arbitrary string value that the client receives. So that generic stream value events you can send from your like you can write some code or something. That was the previous or um, primitive one, I would say. Then few new things introduced. Anyone want to say anything? Okay. So now Salesforce has introduced this platform events and change data capture. What is platform event? Platform event is the new version of generic streaming. With custom platform events, you can publish and subscribe to custom notifications. You can define the schema of the event data by creating platform events objects and fields. Also, you can subscribe to standard platform events that are defined and published by Salesforce. Now, so what is that? So for platform event, what you have to do, you have to create one custom object of type platform event. Okay. And in that platform event, if you just do any insert, okay, if you do any insert or update, that will actually generate that event notification. Okay. And change data capture, that was again that is tied with data. Change data capture is the newer version of push topic events. With change data capture, you get changes of records of all supported changed fields. As simple as that. So this is the simplest way to do the um, integration. So in that way, the other things, like there is some dependency on Apex trigger, uh, like some part of code will be there, but actually the whole thing, how it is working, that is quite simplified than writing the specific code and sending the details and all. Like you can understand, right? Like the push notification can go uh, to everybody who is actually, like, say there are 10 systems which is actually connecting Salesforce, and they need data for different things. So now building different integration for all of them is a huge task. And like you have to actually go through every system would have different specification, different things to consider, different ways to connect. All these things you have to implement if you are trying to write conventional the code with REST or SOAP, whatever it is. In SOAP also, if even if you don't have to write the code, you have to parse that many files and those many classes it will create. So that is anyway a difficult work to, like, complex, difficult and big work to achieve. Rather than that, if you have very generic way to publish that data um, from Salesforce, depending upon specific events, or there is any way by which you can just share the data in a way which is a very generic in format, then everybody can connect and they can get that data rather than having one-to-one connection. Right? Are you getting the point?
Sir.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it is quite easy. Like rather than implementing the other things, it is the easiest way to do. And you can get all these details. Like here, you will have this is the event bus. Event producer. Producer means this is the generic term. Event bus is nothing but like a channel, and in that channel you were just publishing your events or publishing your data depending upon events, rather to say. Okay. And what is event producer and event customer, you can understand. Producer is whoever is generating that event, and the customer or consumer is who
Who
is
get
actually
the
consuming it, like who want to get that notification. Someone is giving that notification, you are consuming that notification. Like in YouTube channel, the channel owner is actually uploading the video, like that person is trying to send the notification, and we, like who are the subscriber, we are trying to get that notification. That's it. It works almost in same way. Okay. So retrieve past notification using the event bus, that is also uh, to some extent possible. There it has different configuration. mm, with these things I am not going to tell you, because that there is nothing to understand. It is simple, like so how you can access your past events and what is the way, that is explained here. It is actually explained here. So you have to go through this. First you go through this, then if you cannot understand something, then we will come back to that. Now there should be another trailhead. API platform basic, this is the basic one. Then you have the platform event basic. Okay. So this is event driven software architecture. We have already discussed that. Um, event message, event producer, event channel, event consumer, event bus. This is the same thing. You can see some same understanding, like this is how you can create platform event. Comparison, that is fine. Next one is Define and publish platform event. I'm just looking for that. Okay, this is underscore underscore e. That is one of the important thing when you are creating events, platform events. Right. This one only I just wanted to uh, explain. Except that I believe other things you have already got. Just give me a minute. So the important part is that what is uh what is event? What is event? Event means anything which can be notified, which has like there is some action. Any action can generate one event. Event can be like record creation, record deletion, this kind of things, or you can uh, put your custom events as well. Now the second thing is that then you have the channel bus or event bus. In event bus there would be two different types of connection. One is who is publishing that uh, publishing data in channel, and the subscribers, uh, you can say consumers as well. Okay, and what is event message, like what message you want to pass. So this is the basic concept of whole thing when you working with streaming API. This is the basic concept. Now platform event is a specific type by which you can implement this streaming API, and this is a lot newer concept. Like this REST and so is quite old, but this is quite new concept. So one of the important part now is that how we can do this. Suggested way of doing this thing is to create the defining platform event and publishing it. That's it. So when we are going through this, I was just coming to this part. Please give me 1 minute. Hello. আমি ক্লাসে আছি, একটু পরে দেখি। হ্যাঁ, তো কোথায় ছিলাম আমরা? হ্যাঁ। তো the simplest thing is that when you were creating any event, platform event, it is nothing but a, it will just look like a custom object. How you create your custom object, it is the same way you can do this. Like from your Apex code, you can create this. Okay, and what you can do, you can publish that event uh, through this custom object, which is of type platform. Okay, and some very simple code. You can see this. Only thing is that when or how you can implement this. The important part is that you can. This is only date. Just a minute. Let me check that. Yes, this is news event list, and you can publish the event bus. Now, one important thing. Say with this is a custom code you have written to publish one event. This is the simplest code to publish that. And when you will go through this one I have already shared with you, I believe. So when you will go through this trailhead, you will find that you can create this. There should be, yes. You have to create one event, platform event, and through that platform event you will publish some events. Okay, important thing is that in your real life how you are going to do this, how you are going to, and this is also the postman thing. You can see, be sure when you are putting this thing, this endpoint is the URL of your org. Remember this is your org from where you will get this endpoint details. Don't put it like this within second bracket underscore endpoint. Okay, okay. And this version is what version you are following in your org, that you have to mention. Clear about that, this thing, because I have seen this, like somebody was showing me that they have put this as within second bracket you have put this underscore endpoint and this version. This is actually the endpoint of your org, and this version is what version you are actually using in your org. Now one important thing, say this is the way, like you can see this is the event you can create and you can publish that in that thing in event bus. Now the question is, say there is some record you are creating or editing or deleting, and you want to publish that through this event bus. How you can do that? The simplest answer is using a trigger. You have to write a trigger, not a trigger. Probably within that trigger, yes, obviously a trigger, but within that trigger, you have to actually handle all the events what you want to publish. Say if there is any insert, or there is any update, or there is any delete, undelete, whatever is happening, if you want to publish that, you have to insert one record in this event, in this channel, and then you have to publish it. So that thing, this code, whatever you are seeing here, that should go uh, in your what to say in your trigger. Okay, so this would be actually this code you would be calling from your trigger. Now the question is how you are going to implement this. There can be two different ways. One is you create the whole structure and say in one object there are 10 fields and you want to publish only 5 fields or 8 fields. Okay, so the same way you have created that object in your event also, you can create those fields and put these values. That is one thing. That is one of the way. And the other way is, say you want to publish the whole data. Whenever there is any change for any ID, you will publish that. So how you are going to do that? You will say that In this channel, I will publish the ID of that record. I will only pick that ID and I will uh, provide that ID in this channel. Whoever has subscribed, you will receive, like, there might be thousands or lakhs or lakhs of data. So which data they want to look into, they will check this ID only. With this ID, they will go back and they will fetch the records or fetch the data according to their need, like whoever is required to handle that. They should be with this ID, they will query in Salesforce using that URL query, which we have seen in our first class, right? So we will be going through that. They will be going through that process and they will be providing that ID in that URL and they will get the whole data. So in both ways, it can be done. So remember, like, try to understand from that perspective, that implementation perspective. The remaining thing I am not going to tell you right now. You should go through this and you can just come back and let us know like what you need. Like, um, if you are not understanding anything, like any point, then we can describe that. But the basic thing, you can see this, it is giving you the exact what you have to replace here, and the version should be 51, 52, 53. For the latest one, you should be using these versions. So first thing is that we have already discussed these things. What is a channel bus, how you can publish that, and then this part is the subscription, how you can subscribe. This is the trigger by which you can write on the write on platform event as well. Like, platform event is nothing but a specific type or special type of object in Salesforce. So that's why we can write trigger on that as well. So now when we are putting that, we can just write one trigger on top of this event one. The previous trigger, what I was saying, that is different. I believe you have got that. Say you have to publish something from case. So on case, you will write one trigger which will actually insert those things in the platform event object, the specific thing, and you will publish it. That is a different trigger. But for this one, you can just write a trigger on the platform event object itself, and there you can just handle the things directly. Okay. Any question?
Yes, I have a question, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that object, like platform event object, like underscore underscore, it is like when I am writing this trigger, that is uh, uh, the, this object is needed. Like if I
Exactly, that object is needed.
okay, without that platform event object, we cannot integrate, right?
Right.
From
We cannot publish any event. We cannot publish to publish any event. So subscription is the later part. Before that, what the important part is that you have to define and publish events. So for
events.
that, you need this object. So you can go to platform events page and you can click on new.
Okay.
So it is step by step given here, like how you can publish. That is one of the import. That is why I'm telling you, you have to go through this trailhead and you
Yeah.
have to complete this trailhead. Once you complete this trailhead, it is very simple. It is like Code also, whatever is written here is very simple. It is not that much complex what we had in REST or so. But depending on this, someone can have their REST call. That is possible, right? So you can say this. You can use any REST API tool or an HTTP client app to make the REST API call. Like you can do that Postman. So it is something like what I was telling you. Like there can be two different types, right? One is you want to expose the whole data of one object, or you can just expose few of those columns from one object. In both the scenario, you can do in two different ways. One is, say which ID you have to look for. That thing you can just pass through this platform event, and with that ID, they can just use that URL query, and that would be the REST response, the standard REST response from Salesforce, and they will get and they will fetch the whole record. Or what you can do, if you just want to have 4 or 5 fields, you can create that within your platform event, and within that like that platform event you can just publish to them. In both the ways you can expose it in real life. Actually, connect your development org with Postman. This is the specification given. I believe only that part I just wanted to mention. Rakesh, did that answer your question?
Yes.
Sir,
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So as you told, like we need to create a bus, and in that bus we will send our org details through the
Hmm.
app, through the
Not
sorry,
the org details, the
a
data.
specific object details.
Right.
Okay. And my question is, if there are thousand of subscriber in that bus, and
Hmm.
we don't want to show all the data to everyone, so is there any kind of restriction that we can put to
No. No, you have to create different channel or different
different
bus.
channels? Okay. That is what I am
Within,
getting a
yeah,
complete.
within a channel, if someone is already subscribed, you cannot filter it out.
Hmm. Okay, got it.
It is very simple, like a WhatsApp group. Like, say you have created one organization, and that organization can have two different types of membership. Okay, one is general membership, one is premium membership. So whoever is in premium, like whoever the premium members, they will get probably some extra benefit or something, some additional features they are going to get. So you will create two different WhatsApp group. Within one WhatsApp group, you will send that notification or send that information, and you would be able to restrict someone. You cannot do that.
So for that, I need to create different kind of groups
Two
and.
different.
Hmm.
Exactly. In that scenario, you ideally you create two different groups, right? One is for your premium members, one is for your general members.
Got it.
Any other question?
Not as of now.
Okay, so actually we will stop here then today, and